Hey guys, it's Scott coming to you with our premium selections for today. It is Juneteenth. It is the 19th of June, everybody. Happy Saturday. We made it to the weekend. All right, and we did set up the weekend pretty well, registering our fourth and fifth straight wins there last night as we go 2-0 as the Mets Washington under. You know what? That's about as good as it gets right there. That's maximum pickage right there, guys, as they went scoreless for the first 8.5 innings. Washington walked it off in the bottom of the ninth with one run, so our under 8.5 does okay as that ends up 1-0. And in the Clippers game, don't tell me you guys were worried when they were down 22 at halftime. It was another brutal collapse by yet another team there in the playoffs. And hey, Utah, we'll see you later. So we go 2-0 on the day and on with today's action as we do. We're going to start in the major leagues as the Chicago White Sox travel to Houston to take on the Astros. Lance Lynn goes against Framber Valdez for the Astros. Guys, we're looking at the total here of 8, and we do like the under. Now, we've talked in this space a lot about Lance Lynn and the terrific season he's having, but Astros starter Framber Valdez has been as good, if not better, than Lynn, albeit in only 4 games. Now, Valdez got a late start to the season after he fractured his ring finger in spring training, but in his 4 starts, he's given up exactly 1 earned run in each of them to check in with an ERA of 1.42 compared to Lance Lynn's ERA of 1.51 in his 12 starts. He's been using his curveball later in the count. It's the big change that he's made from last season, and it has been absolutely devastating. Even though he throws it 60% of the time to batters with 2 strikes, they're swinging and missing it at a 50% rate. They're hitting just .096 against that wipeout curveball. Now, I expect both pitchers to go a minimum of 6. I wouldn't be surprised to see one or both of them even make it through 7. Both bullpens are above average, and barring some late extra inning shenanigans, I think this one should be an easy cash. Give me the Chicago White Sox, Houston Astros, under the 8. And finish it up with the basketball pick. This should be a surprise to absolutely nobody as Milwaukee and Brooklyn get together there in Game 7 up at the Barclays Center. Looking at the total here, guys, it was 215 when I originally wrote this a couple hours back. Let's see what that has changed. I think there's been some movement there. And indeed, yep, it's going to stay at 215. So we're going to keep it at 215. I wouldn't be surprised to see it drop a little bit tomorrow, so do be aware of that. If you want more supportive info on this pick, check out the pick from Thursday night. Laid out a lot of the reasons. Not really much to add at this point. I just want to update the trend a little bit. In this series between these two teams, the under is 5-0-1. Excuse me for the itch. And at least one team has scored under 100 in 4 of those 6 games. And in 3 of the 6 games, one team has scored under 90. Not only has the under cashed in 5 of the 6, but the total has gone under 215 in 4 of them. In fact, pretty good trend there. Game 7s in the NBA playoffs. They are almost always tight, low-scoring affairs. In fact, since 2016, there have been 19 Game 7s in the playoffs. The average total of those 2 games ended up at 191.36, with 17 of the 19 going under 215. 2 very solid trends are in play here, both historical and application-wise as far as this particular series goes. We're going to ride both of them one more time. Give me the Milwaukee Bucks and the Brooklyn Nets under 215. We'll start it off with Chicago White Sox and the Houston Astros under 8. And at the end of those 2, you guys can join me as we pick up our winning tickets and head back to the window. All right, everybody, as always, thanks for being part of the team. We appreciate it. We'll see if we can keep those winners cranking right through the weekend. Good luck on all of your plays today, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.